purity of sound, the beauty of a picture, is not defined by technology, but in the experience we feel at that moment. The moment that follows, and the moment that follows that. One company has brought more of those moments to more people in the world than anyone. Pioneer was created in 1938 with the unusual belief that the purpose of technology is not for the machines we build, but for the realism they can bring to people, making sure we hear not simply a sound, but a note, or see not just a flower, but the droplet of moisture cascading beside. Nearly 20 years ago, Pioneer introduced the Laserdisc, storing high-quality sound and picture information just below the surface. We could immediately access any scene, watch it in full motion, slow motion, or frame by frame. It was, without question, the finest picture quality in history, and it was only the beginning. Soon Pioneer added new technology to make sound so real. It sounded almost unreal, bringing movie theater technology into the home for the first time. Next came a picture so big, it caused a revolution in home design. And so lifelike, it caused a revolution in home theater. Together, it was the beginning of advanced home theater. Another breakthrough from a company named for breaking the mold. Today, Pioneer introduces DVD, the finest audio and video experience ever. Add DVD to Pioneer audio equipment and projection screens, and you have a fully integrated system that for the first time creates a total experience as close to perfect as your mind can imagine. There are other home electronics makers, but there's only one company that offers nearly 20 years of home theater experience, along with perfectly integrated systems: Pioneer. The purity of sound, the beauty of a picture, is not defined by technology, but in the experience. Advanced home theater from Pioneer. Experience everything. The purity of sound and picture in any home theater system must begin with a serious consideration of the source. How will the sound and picture be introduced into the system? At what level of quality? In what format? In 1980, Pioneer introduced the Laserdisc. With superior sound and picture together on a single optical disc, The format itself immediately found strong critical acclaim and gave birth to the very concept of home theater. As optical disc media continued to advance, there came compact disc, CD-ROM, CDI, and the realization that it had indeed become the preferred format for sound and picture. Today, Elite by Pioneer introduces the next generation in optical media, DVD, a superior picture with horizontal resolution exceeding 500 lines, and Dolby Digital sound, 6 channels of discrete digital audio, an entirely new sense of sound realism in the home theater environment. But beyond the improved sound and picture quality, designed into the DVD format itself is a capacity for up to 133 minutes of picture on each side of the 5-inch disc. The ability to choose from multiple camera angles, multiple aspect ratios, multiple languages and subtitles, multiple versions of the same program, and parental control of material on the disc. With DVD, Elite is again applying their design leadership by offering the ultimate in versatility, a combination player for Laserdisc, digital video disc, and compact disc. Inside the player, we see even more of the Elite engineering experience, with technologies like a 9-bit video D to A converter that produces a clearly superior DVD picture, and a single-lens dual-focus pickup to ensure perfect data reading stability. The purity of sound and picture in any home theater system begins by choosing the best source available. As the true leader in optical disc media, there may be no other player to consider. Elite Advanced Home Theater with DVD. Experience everything. A picture can take us almost anywhere we imagine, but it's the sound we hear that tells us what it feels like to be there. A sense of true realism, a sense of emotion. As a company whose first achievements were in music and sound reproduction, Pioneer has a unique understanding of the role it can play in the realism of home theater. In 1985, Pioneer was the first to include Dolby Theater sound technology in their AV receivers. Dolby Surround, then Dolby Pro Logic, and from its introduction in 1995, Dolby Digital AC3, 6 channels of discrete digital audio. Much of Elite's success in multiple-channel sound reproduction is a result of their sincere commitment to produce a home theater experience with more realism than anyone else in the market, even working with Dolby Labs to develop a proprietary high-speed chip for multiple-channel audio processing, making sure each sound, each channel, is processed at the highest speed possible. Lucasfilm's THX technologies can then be utilized to further shape the 6-channel sound field so that what you hear at home is as precise as what you experienced in the theater. From here, the amplification stage of the AV receiver continues the drive for realism. AIS, or Accurate Imaging System, is a design approach that ensures the same level of high power, responsiveness, and accuracy is applied to each of the 6 audio channels. Beginning with a stable power supply straight through to the use of the new direct energy MOSFET amplifier, AIS is designed to ensure a consistent performance in all channels, in all dynamics. Finally, the Elite AV receiver is a complete control center where all sound and picture components are set up, monitored, and controlled. Multi-room, multi-source can be chosen to further extend the AV system's versatility, assigning different source components to a second room for simultaneous operation. Then, for ultimate convenience, the entire system can be controlled by remote with an intuitive heads-up on-screen design. A new realism in sound with high-speed Dolby digital processing, flawless reproduction, and total system control. Elite Advanced Home Theater with DVD. Experience everything. Of all the elements in home theater, it is the picture that often captures us most. With its clarity, its brilliance, its subtlety, its excitement, and its realism. Even with the introduction of Laserdisc, Pioneer knew there was simply no projection television on the market that could present the tremendous clarity and resolution of this new optical media. In 1986, they introduced the SDP-40. Almost overnight, it earned recognition from the industry as the reference standard in projection televisions. In the years that have followed, the picture grew from 40 inches to 50 inches to 55 inches to 62 inches. The cabinet around the picture also changed, carefully to reflect style, but always as a complement of design in the living room or home theater environment. Most importantly, however, it was the internal elements of technology that were changing, finding new ways to make the picture brighter and to stretch the brilliance evenly across the screen, corner to corner and edge to edge, to eliminate even the slightest distortion of the image, to view black against white or light against dark without dot crawl or edge distortion. The potential of DVD makes the challenge of display even greater. But as a company who is clearly seen as the leader in optical media, Elite may be the only choice in selecting a perfect system of source, sound, and display. Today's projection televisions from Elite are the stunning result of the most progressive engineering minds in the industry: display versatility, user convenience, and unquestionably, the most perfect picture you will ever see. A worldwide corporation drawing on 1 million minds, focused on a single purpose: to design and deliver the finest home theater experience possible. Elite Advanced Home Theater with DVD. Experience everything